Welcome, Minneapolis high school fans, to the gymnasium. It's December 1st today, 2011. The winter sports season is finally upon us, and it's winter outside, Mike.
It's winter enough for me. Right, that wind's out of the north. It's cold, and I'm ready for spring.
Dale, yeah, the 108-degree temperatures again. Dale H. and Mike Perry here tonight for Eagle Communications Channel 2, live audio, and also Line Sports Stream, live audio, World Wide Web, tape delay on Eagle Communications Channel 20. The Lions tonight involved in a double duel, starting off against Halstead. Go ahead, Mike, introduce here.
As for the lineup, they're calling out Minneapolis getting en route for Hillsboro, Ethan Hertzler. 113, Minneapolis is open, and Halstead has Adam Andre. Minneapolis would forfeit there. We're also open at 120. And Halstead has a female wrestler. Her name would be Summer Werner, and she just won a match right there. At 126, Halstead is open, and Luke Eckert wrestles there. At 132, Minneapolis has Isaac Cooter, and Halstead has Tyler Smith at 132. At 138, Minneapolis will send to the mat Rex Trahan, and Halstead will counter with Riley Soward. At 145, Jacob Griffith for Minneapolis, and for Halstead, Nick Johnson. At 152, Minneapolis wrestler will be Justin Klein. Halstead is open. Klein will get the forfeit there. At 160, Halstead is open there also. Minneapolis sends to the mat at 160, Garrett Lott. Lott will get the forfeit there. Dale and I were looking over the rosters. Minneapolis has probably the fullest team. At 170, that's Colby Berry, and it's open for Halstead there, so Berry gets the bye. Quentin Clark wrestles at 182. He will wrestle Stephen Black from Halstead. At 195, Mike Mendez wrestles for Halstead, and Minneapolis is open at that weight class. 220, Hunter Brooks for Minneapolis, and for Halstead, it's Jerry Black. So Stephen and Jerry Black, brothers, wrestling for Halstead. At 285, Minneapolis has Connor Flegler, and he's open there against Halstead. There'd be no wrestler there. So there are some open weight classes here tonight. This should go pretty quick, Dale.
So we're ahead of them on opens, what, about 4-2, something like that?
Yeah, 4-3.
4-3.
Maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4.
The format tonight is a double duel,
5.
so there's 3 teams. Minneapolis will open against Halstead right now. Then Halstead will wrestle the other squad, which is Hillsboro, Hillsboro Trojans. And then Minneapolis will finish the night against the Hillsboro Trojans in the third duel. Everybody's 0-0 tonight. First action of the winter season. Mike, is this the first time you've seen a girl participate in high school?
Oh, a girl, yes.
In high school?
I've read of one, and I saw one on TV, but in person is the first time I've seen a girl wrestle.
And we won't see her wrestle unless she gets to wrestle against Hillsboro.
Right.
Because her weight class is open against us.
That's a 120 weight class. And Summer Werner, see, they do some of that. Oh, this is Halstead. I've had Hillsboro on the bring. Summer Werner at actually 113, but she wrestles at 120 because they do have a 113 weight class wrestler. So yeah, it's the first time I've seen a young lady wrestle out there. I'm sure she's up for the task, and
looks like she's I don't want to say a well-built young lady, but she's athletic looking enough where she can probably take care of herself.
Well, she is 113, that's for sure. She's not 145, and she's fairly petite.
But she's not teeny tiny either. So.
Our first match, however, as Mr. Meckel brought up the lineup, will be Dakota Backus and Cody Kaiser from Halstead. Dakota will wrestle at 220 here, but actually is a little bit lighter than that. No, he is 220. So we're.
So this is
yeah, Dakota's 195 wrestling at 220 here. This is
exhibition
kind of an
match,
yeah. If you will. So it's Dakota Backus for Minneapolis. They're in the dark blue with the white undershirt. The singlet is blue, dark blue with the power line there on the back. Those are nice, Dale.
Yes, they are. I think those were new last year, maybe.
Cody Kaiser for Halstead. Kaiser also at 195, but both of them have moved up to fill the spot here at 220. Kaiser has got a leg, but Dakota Backus just planted him. He had the leg, but Dakota Backus had an arm in, and he pinned him. That brought a smile to the coach's face to see that. Kind of thought Dakota was a little bit in trouble after the big guy shot in, had the leg, and Backus threw an arm bar around him and just planted him.
Congratulations to Dakota Backus in the exhibition match here. And then we'll get into the lower classes, the lower weight classes, I should say.
That'll get us at the 106. It used to be 103. They moved the weight classes up. Coach Giles was explaining it briefly to Dale and I earlier this afternoon, and Dale mentioned, and we've realized over the course of the years, last 20, we're not going to date ourselves here, but kids have gotten bigger, and they get out of football weighing heavier, and they want to wrestle a little heavier, so they move some weight classes up. The younger, smaller weight class, they started at 103, has turned into 106, and that's where we find Gideon Root wrestling Ethan Hertzler here for Halstead. And 106 here, Root, a sophomore.
This match counts for points.
So this is first match of the year right here, I believe, isn't it, Dale?
Yeah.
Or have these kids been out already?
No, this is first one.
Is number one right here.
Then they go to the Osborne tournament Saturday.
That's kind of like getting thrown into the fire, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
We'll go to Halstead next week, won't we, Dale?
For basketball, yep. Tri-County Classic. Next Thursday.
So we're getting into the winter athletics. Root in great position. Had a nice takedown and stays on top there to maintain a 2-point advantage. The kid had thought he had pretty good position on Gideon. Gideon just flat took him down and was awarded the 2-point takedown. He's trying to turn him. Now he's got a leg. He's got the arm bar in there. He's got the Hillsboro kid's arm. There he goes. He's shot in right now. He's got him on his back. Gideon, if he can just hold him right there, he's got another arm in. He's got him. Yeah, he's got him now, doesn't he? That'll bring him back again, won't it, Dale?
You betcha.
Gideon Root with a nice.
Oh, watch it, young man.
Nice takedown and shot in, spun around on the other side and threw the other arm in for the pin. In the first match here, has a nice takedown and pin by Gideon Root.
Now I think Coach indicated to us that one of the classes had been dropped. One 140, no, not 145.
140 was
140,
dropped, and they moved up to 145.
Okay, 140 has been dropped, and they added a 220.
And a 220 is added, yeah. Now we're open at 113, so you'll notice the score 6-6 as Root has won, and then Adam Andrabe had the forfeit, and he's going out to make it official right there. 6-6 in this duel with Halstead. Halstead's open later on. We'll gain probably 4, as you mentioned, Dale, as Minneapolis has the advantage there. Another open here. She looks like she could wrestle, Dale.
Sumner, who's it, Summer, is her name?
Yep, Summer. Summer Werner.
I'm sure she's probably wrestled for several years.
She weighs 113, but coach has her in there, of course, at 120 because we are open. She could be about anything she wanted to be, Dale. Homecoming queen or...
And here's, is that the Cooter boy?
That's
for Minneapolis?
Luke Eckert.
Luke Eckert, excuse me.
Gets the open at 126. So now we're all even at 12 apiece. And next wrestling will be the Cooter kid, Isaac Cooter and Tyler Smith at 132. So 2 forfeits each, or excuse me, 2 forfeits by Minneapolis, 1 by Hillsboro, but the win by Gideon Root has us all even up at 12.
Minneapolis regional, I think it's regionals in wrestling, this next February is at Russell.
And I might mention, if you're thinking about going to a regional wrestling tournament, that's a perfect spot to go. That lots of room in that gym. It's got that open balcony up there. Your person can spread out. And, yeah, it's a nice venue there.
Is a Halstead wrestler going to answer the call here? Looks like he's over here stripping off his goods now.
I don't think he was on top of the timing here as the 3 forfeits in front of him. He wasn't quite ready to go, was he?
Guess not. Neither were the coaches.
Cooter looks like he's pretty good shape there at 132. He's had brothers wrestle before him, and I'm sure they have thrown him around the living room more than once. He ought to be ready to go. He's good to go.
And one was a state champion, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
About 10, 15 years ago.
Wrestling family here in Minneapolis, the Cooters. Isaac, his turn to take the mat. I think he's about number 3, third son. I think there's one more to go. I'm not for sure. Oh, yeah.
He's 4th at least, I think.
He might be. Yeah, Isaac around behind gets the takedown. And he gets his arm loose, and now he's got an arm in. He's trying for the cradle and thought he had an arm shot in. He was going to get him turned over, but the Halstead kid, a little rangy, got some legs on him, had the leverage. Now he's got an arm. He's going to try and get him rolled over here. He does, almost, onto his shoulders. Tyler Smith for Halstead. Isaac Cooter, 132. Now he's got him, had him in trouble, just briefly. Had some back time, and he rolled through. Now he's got him locked in now. That be the cradle. As I recognize it, that's a pin. Isaac Cooter. Nice job there. And so far, Minneapolis is doing quite well with 3 pins in 3 matches.
And 2 of them counting for points because the first one was an exhibition. 18-12, Minneapolis.
Next up, always entertaining, Rex Trahan. He's fun to watch.
Very good wrestler. He's a senior this year, is that correct?
Yes, one of the 2 seniors. This is a fairly young wrestling team for Minneapolis. Rex will get Riley Soward for Halstead. Soward 132 and Alex 138. They're filling a weight class there. And really quickly there, Riley Soward shot in and has a takedown on Rex. Rex trying to set out and get an escape here, but Halstead kid, I believe he knows what is probably one of their more experienced wrestlers right here, as I'm seeing anyway.
Escape? No.
Just about. He's got an arm shot in if he can just maintain it.
Takedown for Halstead makes it 4-0.
I think Rex rolled the wrong way. I thought Rex was out of that predicament and went the other way, rolled right into the Halstead kid. It's a 4-point advantage here for Riley Soward. 4-0 here in the first period. Rex down. Oh, he's locked in on a cradle here. He's got Rex in trouble. Oh, he gets out of that mess. How he did, I don't know. He had him locked in.
2 points awarded for a takedown. 6-0.
Rex on the bottom here needs to get up out of there, score a point, and get a takedown here. This Halstead wrestler so far is probably the most experienced we've seen so far. At 132. Now he's got Rex in trouble. He's got his arm shot in. Rex trying to keep from getting on his back, but the Halstead kid is teetering him over. Rex gets a hold of the leg, which just saved him right there, didn't it, Dale?
Yes, it did. 3 points awarded for the Halstead wrestler, 9-0.
He's trying to lock him up again here. He looked at the clock and thought he'd just rest the rest of the way, and Rex finds himself on the short end of a 9-0 match here at the end of 1. Halstead's going to take down Rex up. We'll see if Rex can get him turned over here quickly. Coach Giles giving instructions to Rex. He's telling Rex he needs to get started before he does. He's kind of playing it defensively, and
well, that's a tricky move by the Halstead guy.
Absolutely.
Try to get out of things.
Rex still has a leg as he shot in, but this Halstead kid's very acrobatic.
He twists. That's twice he's done that. Twists as he goes down to try to.
He flipped and twisted, yeah. And it didn't work that time as Rex maintained a hold of his foot. Scored a couple points, I thought. I saw the referee give him 2 points, but maybe not. Rex trying to get an armbar here, but Halstead kid's a little bit stubborn.
Still shows 9-0 on the board, so he must not have been awarded any points.
I'm wondering if it's working. And we'll have to wait until they award points again. Rex did start out on top, so maybe you're right. There are no points awarded as of yet.
.54 seconds to go in this period.
Yeah, Rex had a hold of him there. As the Halstead wrestler tried to set out, Rex planted him right back down to the mat. Trahan in control of this match right here as the Halstead wrestlers. And he does get the warning for stalling on the bottom. He's just laying there. Rex is working that arm. He might have something going here. The Halstead kid just a little bit quicker on the game. Rex still has an arm there, and it's a reversal.
Reversal
2 points.
points awarded, 11-0.
And that's the end of the second period. Halstead wrestler Soward, 11.
Red chooses to go down to start the third. So Rex needs to move for a pin this period or somehow gain an awful lot of points.
Yeah, he's had pretty good luck on top when he is controlling the Halstead wrestler. He has a hard time moving Rex. Rex, pretty good shape right here if we can get him rolled over. Get him on his back. I think Rex would pin this guy if we could just get him there. Looks like the upper body strength of Trahan's a little bit more than the
I don't know what
Halstead wrestler.
Official call there, I guess a stalemate. No points awarded either way.
I believe you're right, Dale. They're kind of locked up in a position where they weren't going to go anywhere. Brings them back to the middle and restarts them. 11-0. Rex has a leg. Riley Soward for Halstead. Rex Trahan for Minneapolis at 1:32. There's another warning.
1 point awarded to Trahan.
Now we know that light is working up there as Trahan gets on the board. Halstead wrestler just riding it out down on the bottom, not really making an attempt to
Well, when you're up by 10 points, there's no reason to make yourself too available to
You're
big pin.
absolutely right. Rex has a hold of him and ran him out of bounds. They'll restart in the middle. 40 seconds left in the third period here. Trahan will be up. Halstead wrestler up right off the get-go, and Trahan has a leg. We'll see if he does that flip thing again, Dale. Flipping a half twist.
I don't think Trahan wants him to give it a try again.
There he goes.
He's a very experienced wrestler.
Yes, he is. As Trahan tried to get the other leg, the Halstead wrestler just took another step so he couldn't reach it. Now he's got him taken down. That's the experience of a senior right there. He waded in on him, and Trahan finally got him down to the mat, and we run out of time. 11-1. Rex on the short end of this match, but a good one as the Halstead wrestler very experienced.
Makes the score 18-16, but okay, no opens here. They have a match.
Jacob Griffith and Nick Johnson.
What weight class are we?
We're at 145.
Okay. Griffith, or Johnson dives in on Griffith. Takes him out of bounds. 2 points awarded to Johnson from Halstead.
Might be a little quicker. He is well put together at the shoulders, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. Ooh, takedown for Johnston. From the Blue Dragons, I think they are, or Hillsboro. I can never remember whether they're just Dragons or whether they're Blue Dragons.
I believe you're right. Oh, my. They've got an arm in. He's in trouble. He's got him pinned. Griffith ended up on his back. That kid was very quick to get around on the other side of him.
That's going to put Halstead up by a score of 22 to 18 at this point of the duel. Rooster Jr. Justin Klein up, and he's going to have an open.
Klein with the forfeit, as that's an open weight class for Halstead.
Makes it 24-22 Minneapolis.
Garrett Lott will have an open at 160 also, it looks like to me.
You don't want to be late to a forfeit, do you?
You better be ready to wrestle. Garrett Lott with a win.
Makes it 30-22.
Colby Berry will be next, and it'll be about the same as I mentioned, Dale. Look at the size of this kid. If he had about 10 more pounds of defensive end position, he would just raise havoc all year long in football. He's strong, but strong kid, big kid.
36-22 now.
Colby with the win. Now Quentin Clark and Stephen Black will have at it.
Clark, a freshman. Black's what? You know?
He's a sophomore.
Sophomore.
This pretty even match here, maybe. Quentin Clark, he's got a motor that runs constantly. Stepped on that football field, you could tell that he liked to play.
Yes.
And it surprised me how good he was. Quentin's got position, but the other guy's got a headlock on Quentin. Quentin's going to have to get his head out of there. He does. Darn. Oh, they did give him 2 points. Yes. Quentin got his head out of there, but in the process, lost his headgear, and the referee shuts it down right away. Quentin.
It's 2-0 right now in favor of Quentin Clark with 1:25 to go in the first period.
Meant to look over at Mom to see if she gets as excited as I thought she probably does. Uncle Brett's up there, or Uncle Rosie, or Aunt Rosie.
Oh, I'm sure Mom doesn't get excited at all.
I'll bet Jan can't hardly sit still.
She probably just sits back and watches calm, cool, and collected. Just like watching a play.
First period here, Quentin Clark for Minneapolis throws Stephen Black right down to the mat. Black, one of the brothers, Jerry and Stephen, on this team, so I imagine they wear each other out at home. I bet that carpet in the living room is right down to the mat by now.
I think they've broken a couch or two.
The lamps have been broken. Carpet's worn out. Oh, Quentin's got an arm in. We can get him turned.
That's why you can't have nice things and have kids.
Good job, Quentin. He's going to pin him too. I don't think that kid's going to be able to get him off of him. Quentin shot in there pretty deep with that arm. He pinned him. A nice move as he stepped to the side to have the arm in, and Quentin Clark with a big win right there as we're open the next weight class, which makes it a little bit tough.
42-22 the score now in favor of the Lions.
Mike Mendez at 195 is going to have an opening. Minneapolis does not field a wrestler there.
It's going to give the Dragons a 6-point, make it 42-28.
Now at 2:20, we have Hunter Brooks and Jerry Black. Looks like it's the older brother. No, excuse me, I'll bet they're twins or cousins, same age. Hunter Brooks, a junior for Minneapolis, in the dark blue. Jerry Black from Halstead in the royal blue singlet. Kind of feeling each other out here. And Black shoots in, had a leg for a minute. Then Brooks tried to recover and does a wonderful job keeping from getting rolled over on his back, way out of position. But he recovered nicely as Hunter almost ended up on his back as Jerry was quick to get on top. Now he rolls through. That's a nice move by Hunter Brooks. You bet.
Ties the score at 2 with 1:13 to go in the first period.
Real nice move by Hunter Brooks. Evens the matchup at 2 apiece. Hunter on top here, Black on the bottom, and he gets away. There's a escape.
1 point awarded. It's 3-2 in favor of Black.
Minneapolis team score 42-28 here, but Flegler will be open at 285, so we will win this match against Halstead, but as many as they had open. Brooks trying to see if he could get Jerry Black to commit there, and Black just backed away from him. 30 seconds left in the first period here. Big guys don't like to shoot in. They not as quick as the younger or the lighter weights. They like to
overwhelm you.
Oh, headbutt.
Eight seconds left in the period. It's 3-2 in favor of Hillsborough on this, or Halstead on this match.
There, he's got an arm. As Black tried to shoot in, had a leg. Hunter threw an arm bar on him, and that's the way the period's going to end. 3-2. Black has a 1 point advantage as he got that escape. Black's going to take down, and Brooks will start on top here in the second period. Oh, Black almost rolled right into Brooks and thought better of it and rolled the other way for safe, stay out of harm's way. Brooks trying to roll him over is having a tough time. There's another escape.
Makes it 4-2.
It is a very physical match. Brooks trying to get some position up above on the arms of Black. Now they're locked up. Brooks trying to throw down. But the Halstead kids pretty stout. .30 seconds left in the second period here. 4-2, Halstead wrestler Black.
Unsportsmanlike call on the Halstead wrestler. Hand to the face, was it? Makes the score 4-3.
I think he's going to quit messing around. He's going to shoot in. Brooks beats him to it. He's got him in a bad position, and the Halstead kid just threw an arm in there, and Brooks is in trouble.
Down to 8 seconds.
Got him on his back. He's going to pin him. Well, the Halstead kid messed around up top on the shoulders for a while, and when he gets down to business and shoots in, he's a much better wrestler, as Brooks found that out.
Makes the score 42-34, Minneapolis. Connor Flagler will pick up 6 points here to end it all.
Flagler, big cat, 285. He's a big kid. He's tall.
So the final score in this duel is Minneapolis 48. Halstead. No. What is there? Another?
Yeah, we got one
exhibition?
more page. And it's, I think it's another exhibition.
Okay. Well,
maybe they're not.
Maybe, I guess they're not.
Well, it would have been Dakota Backus again.
Yeah. So 48-34 the final. And the Lions over the Halstead Blue Dragons getting their first dual win of the year, and over 300 and some now for Jeff Giles. I can't remember how many, but or over 200 and some, I guess it is. Well, didn't he have 200 a few years back?
Yeah, it's quite a few.
Yeah. The dean of coaches here at Minneapolis High School. So congratulations to the Lions. And as I mentioned, we will, the format here tonight, it is a double duel. So Halstead and Hillsborough will wrestle a intermediate duel, not the median duel next. And then Minneapolis will be back for the third duel tonight to take on Hillsborough. And we'll see how we stack up against them in numbers wise.
13 wrestlers from Hillsborough. Halstead will have a couple of opens. They should be able to take care of Halstead, but we'll get to see Summer Werner
see if she can
wrestle.
What she can do for wrestling. Huh? So with that, we're going to sign off. Be back in about an hour if you're listening on TV and you want to hear the Minneapolis Hillsborough match, duel, I should say, or if you're listening live on the internet at salinasports.com. And we'll be back and broadcast the Hillsborough-Minneapolis duel. Other than that, we'll take a little break and enjoy wrestling between the Hillsborough Trojans and the Halstead Blue Dragons. With that, Dale Leach and
Perry.
sign off. We'll be back in about an hour, folks. Thanks.